Hey. Okay, just a disclaimer. So, the audio on this video kind of messed up. It sounds like I'm in a hurricane. Last time she was in a very tight. So instead, what I'm going to do is really poorly dub it after in the edit. So the first semi-final of Melodifestivalen in 2017 kicked off in Gothenburg last night. Have a result for semi-final. So let's do this, and nu kör vi. So the first song on the night was Boris René with Her Kiss, and as expected it was a very up-tempo number with some really nice staging. Still, I can't get over the fact that the song sounds dated. It sounds dated in my opinion. I don't really like it at all. It's not the worst in the semi-final, but it's definitely not at the top of the semi-final either. Boris can do much better. Mon Amour was a great song. Put Your Love on Me was also pretty good, and this just feels like a real step down from those two, because those two are really good. I don't know if he'll do better than last time. This time he's coming as an entity, so maybe people will get behind him more with last year and Put Your Love on Me, so he can get back to the final, but it all depends on what happens in the Andra Chansen. However, song number 2, Amare by Adrijana, is really up there in my top 3 of this heat. Amare was so good. I love Adrijana as an artist. I love her other songs, Canada Mame, On Top, all the other ones, and Amare just competes with those. It's so good. It isn't too rap to put people off in Sweden, but it was good for the mainstream audience. I'm so upset she didn't go to Andra Chansen, because I thought she really deserved a place there, and she didn't beat Dinah, which she probably should have. It was a much better song. Shade. But Adrijana, amazing performance. I loved the camera angles, especially towards the end where the lights came down. I loved the ballerines on stage. I thought that was really unique in a way. It doesn't really fit the song, but I thought it was unique and it worked in the end. And this is a really good launch pad for Adrijana. As she said in her postcard, she wants to do more of Melodifestivalen, and I think with this song she can really bounce off and come back in a couple years time and do well. A Molly Pettersson Hammer maybe next year, fan favorite that was kind of it wasn't treated fairly, I guess. But Adrijana, probably one of my favourites now of Smelfest so far, but of course we've only had one heat. But song number 3 was One More Night with Dinah. She made it into 5th place this time, worse than last time. Last time she was in a very tight semi-final, but made it through to the final via Andra Chansen. I really enjoyed the opening and ending of the song, and it was a great show. It was well staged, really well staged for Dinah. But the vocals, well, they weren't amazing, to be honest. I know some Eurovision fans really wanted Dinah to do well, and they thought this was the bop of the year. But no, it wasn't that good. If you look at it musically, it wasn't amazing. It was okay, but it was a bit of a trashy Euroclub entry, and I'm not here for that, to be honest. And to be honest, I don't think it really deserved a place in Andra Chansen either. I think it was lucky to get 5th. I think maybe it's too much for her now. She didn't do too well after Make Me Last, and I don't think she'll do well after One More Night. I don't think it'll chart too well, so I think she might have to look elsewhere for national finals if she wants to really go to Eurovision, but you know, it's not the end of the world. However, song number 4 was David Du with Road Trip. This was an amazing song, really well staged, amazing video with the car on stage. About the song, it was really trashy, but it was really trashy and got in your head. I love the bit where Chris comes out of the car and does the road turns with the North Söder Västerhöger. I thought that was so good. It's just really well staged, and it's very David Du, and they've done it in a very David Du style. It's good. I thought they were going to bring it, and they did. I said in my preview that maybe they could go direct to the finale. I don't think. Well, now knowing the song, it wasn't as good of a song as I thought. I was kind of expecting it to be more clubby, but I'm still cool with Road Trip. It's an amazing song, one of my favourites of the heat, surprisingly. I know lots of international viewers have been really against David Du, I guess because they're not really used to the whole humanitary and it not being in English, but I'm cool with this, and David Du were really good, and they deserve to place in Andra Chansen, maybe in the final, but that might just be a push too far. David Du, I hope, will make it to the final though in Andra Chansen. I particularly like the part of the song where the car doesn't work and they go, for fun, and then there's a key change and it's all just a bit too Melodifestivalen. So song number 5 was Hallå Perrelli with Mitt liv, and well, her life wasn't exactly amazing. It wasn't like her previous entries, and that's why I think let her down. People were expecting a big Schlager bop, and they did not get that. Too Snow and That, Hero, The Girl, they're all up-tempo pop numbers, and this is not. This was boring. Worst song of the year, in my opinion, so far. Very like Pernilla Andersson last year. Guitar ballad, I don't think people will remember it. All I remember is the Ja Ja and Du Du. Hated that line so much, but that's the only thing I remember from the song, and the fact that she was there. She had a pretty good voice, but the song was just really, really boring. Lars Hägglund, what were you doing? But yeah, I don't think she'll come back now, Hallå Perrelli. Maybe as a host, but not as a participant. No way. The penultimate song of the show was Ace Wilder with Wild Child, and this was really good. Of course it will be, it's Ace Wilder. And the one thing that was really good about this was that it's, yet again, cross genre, making a big pop number. And this was sort of Amazonian. I saw on SVT's website, she said it's gonna be a jungle song, and I was like, no. But actually, it turned out alright. I don't think it's as strong as Don't Worry or Busy Doing Nothing. Those two, you got the hook straight away, second chorus. This time, it's a lot more difficult to get the hook from it. I think it was staged really well. She didn't need the fancy blocks. She was good without it. She can dance. I love the camera angles. I really like the verses, actually, of the song, but I keep on feeling that the chorus is very underwhelming. Maybe that's Thomas Giersson's fault, because Ace didn't write the song with family this time. It's my number 3. I would have put Amare through, but I know that wasn't going to happen. So, Ace, in a way, did well. And she has 100% record, which I don't think any other people have after coming through 3 times. Maybe Sanna Nielsen, but to be honest, Sanna Nielsen came with pretty shit numbers. Undo didn't deserve to win. Speaking of which, Busy Doing Nothing should have been in Copenhagen 2014. In my opinion, but anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Also, I love how Ace isn't Swedish at all. She was brought up in America, and you can tell that because in her video, she was like, why am I doing Melodifestivalen again? So I can see myself on TV. It's like, no Swede would say that. And she's just amazing. I love Ace Wilder. This is probably one of my least favorite Ace Wilder songs though. I love some of the other ones, but don't get me wrong, this is still a really great number. But finally, everything must come to an end, and with Melodifestivalen, it ended with Nano and Hold On. And this just snatched me. Too hard to handle. I didn't watch the rehearsal clip from Nano or Ace leading up to the semi-final because I wanted to be surprised on the night. And that's exactly what they did. Nano, I wasn't sure. I thought it was going to be more like a mid-tempo sort of hold on, but not like what we got, because on the SVT website, again, lying, it said the tempo was not going to be high. None, the song was full of that tempo and dance. It actually really took me by surprise though, because you don't normally get numbers like this in Melodifestivalen. A really pop banger chorus with that sort of soulful just verses that worked so well, and the staging with the light in the background and the light just across his face. Nano. I was not ready. I saw it and I was like, okay, it's a lot slower than I thought, and then that chorus came in, the hold on, and it got me. That dancer, perfect. So well staged. And I heard this was going to be the chorus of the year. They got it right. It's really good. It sounds current. It sounds like something a different country would send to Eurovision, not Sweden. I don't know if it's going to win Melodifestivalen, but Nano has a great chance of doing well in that final. I think he won the semi. I'm gonna say it now. I think Nano won the semi because people like new artists in the first heat. Robin Bengtsson, as we saw last year, did really well, beating Ace, and Robin was in song 6 slot. Also, let's just point out, Nano's middle 8 highlights the heat. Come on, that was even better than the piano bit of Amare, and I love that song. Nano, thank you so much for gracing Melodifestivalen with this song. Whew. I was not ready. I was watching and I was just like, direkt till finalen nu. And he did it. Actually, I predicted the whole. Once I finally heard the songs, I predicted it all right. Just saying. So, I didn't predict it right in the preview though. I said David would go direct and Ace will go to Andrew Hansen. I was wrong. The fact that I heard stuff about Ace's song that made me kind of seem a bit on edge. She said the chorus doesn't come when you think it's gonna come. It's more personable to her. It's more personal to her. The song was not personal, and also she picked Don't Worry over it last year, so I just kind of thought Don't Worry would be better, you know, logic. But anyway, overall views of the semi-final. To be honest, it was actually pretty low quality for Melodifestivalen semi-final, and this is Heat 1, they should be bringing it. When we saw the names, this looked to be a real bloodbath, and now I've got such low expectations for semi-final 4, apart from Loreen, because Loreen's gonna just get me. But I think Edward Obsidian not being involved, you can tell. The interval act one is good, the script wasn't that good. The hosts Hasse, I can't handle his Skånska accent. The first number of the whole thing, I saw that was Hasse reading out Melodi nummer 1, Herkis Boris. So my favourite of the night, as you might have been able to tell, was Adrijana with Amare and Nano with Hold On. They were my personal direct till final entries, and then the Andrew Hansen for me personally would be between Ace Wilder and David Du. But you know, I have to say it was a pretty good semi-final all round. But next week, it's giving me high expectations because this week wasn't as good as people thought it was going to be. And next week, you can already see my preview for it. Melodifestivalen semi-final 2. We have Benjamin Ingrosso, Lisa Ajax, Mariette, Ezio, all those. And my prediction for those is Benjamin Ingrosso and Lisa direct till final. And you'll be able to watch that preview in the corner of your screen at an info card. So click on that to watch that video. Anyway, that's everything from semi-final 1 review and reaction. That's everything. Stay tuned for more Melodifestivalen content, and hej då!